year.
For years.
Yeah, year
And,
over year.
and you
Do you
know,
think anybody's overrated right
oh,
now as far as the newer class of girls or
oh.
anything like that?
Y'all know who I think is overrated.
We might know,
Oh,
but
I
let
ain't
the
put words in
people
your
them
mouth.
know.
You gotta tell me.
The people them.
It rhymes with dispatcher.
You know,
France, this is your department, brother. Take over.
well, I'll say this. That's a mega match that I think could raise the salary cap for the women's pay, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But you mentioning all these women's names, E Hart, 40, Official, all these names are like circulating right now for Queen of the Ring, URL. And it makes sense because you guys are all the heavyweights. You guys are the ticket sellers. You guys are the top tiers. And you guys are probably the soldiers that can bang with some of the elite guys. There's a guy that said your name, Fit. You know, there's a guy that said your name at a Hip Hop Is Real interview. Mr. Cornell Rum Nitty says, I wouldn't mind smoking her. And I have to ask you, have you gotten the call yet for a Rum Nitty battle?
No, we ain't locked nothing in for a Rum Nitty battle, but a couple people been bringing up to me within the last couple of days or so. Nitty's a fucking problem.
Don't butter him up now. We got the file on the show. We know how you feel about Nitty.
Yeah.
See, it's not nighttime. Drinking that cup.
Yo, that's bad funny. So Nitty, I will say, I even said it on Twitter too. I was like, damn, all right, maybe he is better than okay, right? Maybe
better than okay.
Maybe he's better than okay. Nah, I gave him his flowers because he is crazy. He's crazy. And when he battled Cortez, I thought he did great. You know what I mean? And I fucked with him. Of course, my brother. So I was like, all right, I fucked with him. I fucked with him a lot. I still, like seeing, different things. You know what I mean? I still remain on that aspect of it. Like, okay, he's probably one of the best punchers to do it right now. Like, he's so creative. Like, usually when I hear somebody say a punch, I've heard it in some shape or form in the past. Nitty is probably the only battle rapper that I'll hear the punch for the very first time. Like, oh my God, like in that way, how he did it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, as a rapper, you want to be the first to say, like, because we say bars thinking we the first one who said it. And then 3 years later, we hear somebody else say it and be like, fuck. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. But he has very unique material. And I think he has a great ability to think outside the box. And that is a talent that you can't really take for granted in battle rap. Like, thinking out of the box in a sport that, everyone's pretty much doing the same shit. It's definitely a plus.
Right. We had this conversation before you came on air about Khan versus Nitty. Who's the GOAT puncher? What happens if Conceited comes back in this small room realm? Does he survive versus Nitty? Is Nitty the all-time greatest puncher at this point?
It's tough to call it only because Nitty is kind of what I wanted. What I wanted Conceited to do when he was killing shit, right? He was punching, but he didn't have that crazy aggressive style. He was more like pretty, you know what I mean? He's like, I'm a pretty dude. I look nice. I get bitches. I'm a punch your head off. But he wasn't as aggressive as I liked him to be. So if he battles Nitty, Nitty is aggressive and he's punching. So it might be a little nasty for Cohen.
Well, would it get nasty for you? That's the real question.
But see, what I think it would be a good matchup. I think a gentleman's 30 on my behalf
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Talk dirty.
I'm talking mad shit. I'm talking mad shit.
That's gonna be the quote. That's
the clip. That's the clip.
That's the clip right there, right? Hey, gentleman's dirty.
No, but he causes matchup problems. So what kind of bag would you have to get into to face like a Rum Nitty?
Kind of bag. I think I will call for a meeting about transparency. So when I say that, I want to see what he's offered, and I want our pay to be equal if it makes sense.
Oh,
okay.
You know what? That's fair.
All right, Susan B. Anthony.
Why, yeah,
Susan.
I'm rooting for my ladies regardless. So I think it's fair. Y'all
get that bread.
He get 40, I get 42.
Right. So it would be like at first I was like, "Yo, give me the same thing you give Nitty," but the way shit rolls, I don't really know how much Nitty getting paid. So fuck around and be like, "Okay, take this 300." Like what? You better Nitty, you getting paid 300? What the fuck? Yo, so that's why I said I asked for transparency to see what he's getting paid, so that if I like the price, I'll say we should get paid this.